Hello, Lucky Lockhart. Hello, Wasumaki. How you guys doing? We are about to begin. As always, you guys are early and ready. Man, I'm hardcore grinding Genshin on a friend's account because a character he wants is coming to banner next week or so. Ooh. I have enough for a 50-50, but not enough for a guarantee. Damn. I don't know. I've been going back to old gachas I used to play, and honestly, I have stick to none. I played again for a bit Girls Frontline 2. I uninstalled it a couple days ago. Ciao Porwa, how you doing? We are about to begin, guys. Just as always, giving a few minutes for people to join, watch the ads, all that good stuff. I already know, I already work a 40-hour week, manual labor, and I'm spending my free time grinding. Damn, yeah. Yeah, that's another reason for me to not actually play games like Wuthering Waves or Genshin. They just take so much time. They just require so much time. I installed Wuthering Waves 1 or 2 days ago just to check what's going on. The game is cool, but there is so much going on and there is so much to do. It feels very daunting. I don't play Genshin on my main anymore. I play a lot of gacha already. Yeah, I can imagine. Okay, let me get the game audio. Oh, it's good. I feel it's better than Genshin. It is indeed better than Genshin. Genshin just got more popular earlier, but objectively WoWa is a better game. It has better combat, better exploration, the graphics are better, the style, the graphic style, not only talking about fidelity, but the style is better, the story is miles better. They will have a Cyberpunk collab next year. Ooh. Not hard to do something better than Genshin through ungranting pulls for the collab and not pulling until I know how many we'll need. Yeah, I mean, you need 160 virtually, unless they add more characters. If they add only one character, 160 should be enough. But probably 240 is like the safety spot. It will all depend. We are going to resume Phoenix Wright in 2 minutes when we hit the official game, the official stream start. 1 minute now. But yeah, it's, I don't know, there is just too much going on right now in many gacha games. It's too time consuming, so I cannot see myself sticking to more than one right now. Hello Mika, how you doing? I hope you are doing well. I play BA, CCC, Brown Dust 2, WoWa, mainly, Genshin, Nick and PGR sometimes, all free to play. Damn. Good evening Miguel, how you doing? The heat has been killing me. Yeah man, it's getting hot everywhere. The heat here is starting to pick up too. I have tests next week. Oh man, best of lucks to you man, really. Right now I'm clearing my friends abusing Genshin. Damn. Okay guys, it's time for us to resume Phoenix Wright. Here the winter is coming. Yeah. I envy you so much. I'm in PGR, I've been playing Snowbreak and Starseed. Snowbreak is fun-ish. I have a couple issues with it, but I don't know, I'm very torn on Snowbreak. But guys, first and foremost, hello everyone, I hope you had a great week. Today we are continuing and hopefully finishing, if not getting very close to the end of this case. We left on the cross-examination of Emma, where she said she saw the blue badger. And before we finished the stream, I showed you the jar that we pieced together that can resemble the blue badger. So I think that's gonna play a role now. So let's get into it. I also tried GFL 2, but it wasn't for me. I play Genshin and NBA just to... my friend is new to Genshin, I'm doing starter floors. Oh, I see. Had a pretty bad week. I got scammed out of $45, €41 while shopping online. Oh man, feels bad. Yeah, you need to be very careful, Porwa. Be very careful. Okay. When I saw that man raise his knife, I panicked and rushed towards both of them. I think I knocked away the man with the knife. Just then, there was another flash of lightning, and that's when I saw the blue badger. He wasn't in the room, but I'm sure I saw his shadow. His shadow? So you mean you didn't actually see his face? With its winning smile and all. That's right, but I still remember he had 3 creepy horns. This is pointless. That thing could have not possibly existed 2 years ago. The witness must be mistaken. That may well be. But what's important is what caused her to think she saw what she did. Oh, and I suppose you have an explanation. If so, then by all means, please tell us what this shadow really was. What was it Emma saw when the lightning flashed? I might know. The blue badger hadn't been even dreamt up when Emma drew this picture, yet she's certain she saw its shadow. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the defense belief that on that fateful night 2 years ago, there indeed was something that looked similar to the blue badger, something that is now sitting in this very room. Mr. Wright? In this room? Very well, Mr. Wright. What is that the witness saw in that instant? Please show us. And we know very well because we looked at this last week. Was in fact this. But what exactly is that? I believe it's some sort of jar. But Mr. Wright, that doesn't look anything like the blue badger. Indeed it doesn't, as it stands now. It's just a plain jar. However, if we were to change our viewpoint, I gotta show them the correct angle. Maybe this way. Like that. Like that it looks a lot, right? Do you guys agree? This looks a lot like the blue badger. I think this is the right angle. Yeah, because of these two things, and the point is flat, so that matches. Rotate left. Oh, wait, rotate right. So we can align it properly even. Okay, let's present. That maybe try other angle. I don't know, this looks good to me. Let's try this one. Maybe... Yeah, no, this one looks good to me. Maybe a little bit more like that, yeah. That looks a lot more like it. Let's try this angle. More horizontally. This way? Good luck. Man, this is tough. No! I meant to press R to rotate. It has to be something like this. I feel like it's something like this. It says more vertically. Oh man, maybe... Wait a second. Maybe like that? That looks a lot like it. But I think that's too vertical though. Let's try this one. Oh, this is frustrating. Maybe like this? Wait. It is this. It has to be this. No. But is it though? Wait. Maybe like that. This sounds creepy. Yeah, let me mute it. It's very distracting. That's better. Wait. I think that's like the right angle. Oh man. Maybe like that. I'm positive that the blood marks on that. I'm positive that the blood marks should face towards us. Yeah, me too. Let's try this one. This isn't right. I've got to find the right angle. Maybe I should rotate it vertically a bit more or horizontally. I wish they gave us a real hint. Because that is not it. I think the blood marks have to be showing towards us. Oh man. Lockhart, do you know the right angle? Otherwise we're gonna waste a full stream on this. Maybe got it. How about that? Don't remember. Maybe a little bit more. I think that's it. I think that looks identical. Maybe a little bit more vertical, like that. That looks really good. But it's close to this, if I'm not mistaken. It has to be something like this. At worst, it has to be more like that, maybe. Ah, no. Okay, wait, let me... I need to line up. I'm pretty sure that the first thing I need to do is line up the two things that look like the horns. I mean you know what I mean. There is some lining up that I need to do first. Okay, I think those are lined up now. No. Very far from it, if anything. Okay, that looks straight. Okay. Now the verticality. Check the M's. Okay. Thank you, because otherwise we're gonna waste the whole day here. It's like that. Okay. That looks fairly identical to me. Maybe like that. That looks identical to the picture you sent me. I'm gonna go with that. Oh man, it's very precise. Oh, give me a second. There we go. Oh. No! I didn't mean to do that. I wanted to press R, not E. Okay. R. Okay, so first I need to line these two up. Okay, that's lined up. Now. This looks fairly identical to the picture you sent me, Black Lockhart. Don't you think so? I think it's the game just being a little too pesky. Yeah, it looks identical to what you sent me. Maybe there's a little... No, it's identical. Even the lines are almost the same. Okay. It worked. Okay, perfect. Well, is this a miracle or what? No one can possibly deny this jar resembles the blue badger. No, it can't be. Oh, nice. Okay, let's get the music back on. The defense has proven its claim. The mysterious blue badger witness on the day of the crime was actually this. Although we all enjoyed Mr. Wright's dramatic performance, one question remains. Wait a second, I lost you guys. Okay, there you are. What's your point? What do you mean? So that badger thing was actually just a jar. That doesn't change anything. I'm afraid you are wrong, Edgeworth. Ooh. That objection is heavily voiced? Yeah. You see, this changes everything. Where have I heard this before? Sherlock tries saying objection. Objection! What's the difference? What's different now that we have the now that we know the witness saw this jar? That's a really good question. That's a really good question. The murder weapon? That's too thin? Objection! The murderer? The location. Wait a second. I wanna check this. I'm also thinking about the weapon. Allow me to take this in turn. At the moment of the murder, the witness saw this jar at a very specific angle. I might add, Mr. Wright. Yes, well, knowing this, where could she have been seeing the jar? Where? The location of the jar in this jar is shown in a picture taken on the day of the crime. It's on a shelf in the office of Damon Gant. But the body was found lying near Lana Sky's desk. The witness testified so herself. Yes, and it is these two facts that reveal what actually transpired. You see, the struggle between Dark and Marshall did not take place in Lana Sky's office. Ooh. It happened on the other side of the room in Chief Gant's office. Are you implying the murderer moved the victim's body from Damon Gant's office to Lana Sky's office? Yes. Why would he do that? There is no reason. Exactly. If there wasn't a reason, he wouldn't have gone through the trouble. The only logical conclusion is that there was a reason. Do you know what that reason was, Mr. Wright? Oh man. I finally figured out. Guys, why am I feeling that the true murderer is Emma? Oh man. So this is why Lana Sky tried to stop the trial. Warning, I'm in the right track. Oh man. We've come too far. Yeah, it's too late to quit now though. Please recall the witness's testimony. She said she knocked away the man holding up the knife. In the next instant, the jar was hit and flew through the air. Now tell me, what could have sent the jar flying? What could have that would have to be the impact the man made when he was knocked into the wall. Ladies and gentlemen, if I may draw your attention to this picture once more. If the man was knocked in the direction of the shelf the jar was sitting on, what would he have hit? The suit armor holding a very sharp and dangerous looking sword. Yes. And since the man who was knocked into the armor was carrying a broken knife, he would have had to have been Neil Marshall wielding the prosecutor's trophy. No, Mr. Wright, you can't be thinking. Yes, there is another possibility of what actually transpired in that room. Another possibility. Of course, the perpetrator would have had no idea, but nevertheless. I don't know if I can go through with this. Mr. Wright, what's the matter? Even if the events took place as the defense theorizes, then the outcome is obvious. Hello Alvin, how you doing? Welcome. In that moment, assuming the man Emma Sky knocked away was actually Prosecutor Neil Marshall. Give me a minute guys, 1 second. I'm sorry, I'm back. Okay. Assuming the man Emma Sky knocked away was actually the prosecutor Neil Marshall. Oh my god. You mean Mr. Marshall died because of me? No. Oh my god, I would never imagine her testimony would lead to this. So it was the witness who took the victim's life, and then proved so with her own testimony. This is unprecedented. What are you saying? I'm sorry, Mrs. Sky, but given the circumstances, Joe Dark murdered the prosecutor Marshall. How can you think it was Emma? How dare you try to pin the crime on her? Oh man, Lana is sweating bullets now. It's not like we are pinning it on her, it's what actually happened. Imagine that coming from you. If you recall, it was you who admitted to forging evidence 2 years ago. Then the reason you moved Prosecutor Marshall's body was to keep anyone else from finding out what Emma did, wasn't it? I assure you, Mr. Edgeworth, I have no idea what you're talking about. I hope to have anyone believe your insane allegations. I'm afraid you are going to have to prove. Tell me, do you have any conclusive evidence that proves my sister killed Neil Marshall? Evidence? I'm willing to bet you don't. Yes, it certainly would be difficult to prove this with evidence. If we don't have evidence, then we'll have to rely on her testimony. I'm afraid that won't work in this case. Both parties involved in the incident are dead. Man. We certainly can't get dead people to testify. This has all been a wild goose chase from the beginning. Touché, Mrs. Skies. We went from protecting Lana to fighting against her, yeah. Of course, that only leaves us with one possibility. You mean there is still another possibility? What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? I mean the possibility that the victim has left us a message. For better or worse, Mr. Marshall did not die instantly. He may have left the name of the person who took his life, in one manner or another. That's impossible. Oh no. No, don't tell me. It is this. Oh, wait. Oh no. Is there a way? The other way around? Oh no. Can that be? Yeah, I think oh no. Yeah, guys, I think we are going to check this blood, and you see it looks like here's an M. Around here there is like an M, and this looks like it's about to make an A, and this should be the E then. Oh no. That's why this piece was being hidden, because this piece contains the M. Oh no. A message from the deceased. Does such a message exist? I've got to think back to the court record. The real murderer's names. Oh, it's in the evidence. The message from the deceased is already in our possession. Mr. Wright, will you stop at nothing to prove my sister a murderer? Don't be mistaken, Sky. Our purpose is not to accuse Emma of any crime. There is only one thing we seek. The truth. The truth. No matter how painful it may be. Now then, Mr. Wright, please show us the piece of evidence that conveys the message. Oh no. Here we go. It's the message this is the message left by the deceased. The blue badger from before. Is he going to just speak the killer's name? If that thing could, I'm sure it could. Looks like everyone forgotten this is just a jar. A message was left here on the surface of this jar. What do you mean? If you look closely, you can see a faint trail of blood on this jar. It looks like someone whipped the blood away. Yes, but notice, for some reason, some of the blood of the fragments was not whipped away. Yes, there is a line here drawn in blood. So you're saying these dots were once lines. Prosecutor Marshall did not die instantly. He used the few precious moments left on him to leave behind a message. On that one that someone apparently wiped away, but the blood must have seeped into the jar where the lines changed directions. Precisely, so all we need to do is connect these dots, and the victim's message will become apparent. No. Oh no. Oh no. This is a really crazy turn of events. What kind of message did the victim leave for us? Your Honor, I believe these blood stains will reveal the answer. Oh man. No, this is too cruel. No. Come on. This is so sad. Am I missing anything here? Everything seems connected. Yeah. Present. It's a defense attorney's duty to prove their client's innocence. Hello, Martin. How you doing? That's why all I've been thinking is about saving Lana. After all my efforts, I never thought it would turn out like this. Is anyone stuck with an ad now? Because I don't think anyone wants to miss this. I don't think any of you want to miss this. No? Okay. Let's keep going then. Emma. So this is the final message the prosecutor Marshall left behind. Of all people, she may not have meant it, but in the end, the one who took the victim's life was Emma Skye. Oh no. Damon Gant? What is he doing here? Do you understand the implications of what you've done? What are you talking about? 2 years ago, Joe Dark was sentenced to death. He was convicted because of his final murder. I believe you were there, you were the prosecutor in the case, were you not? This bastard. Oh man. Yes, Worthy. Because of you, an innocent man was sentenced to death. Not only that, but you used forged evidence to ensure his conviction. Joe Dark really was a serial murderer. That's undeniable. I'm afraid that's not important. Didn't you know? We aren't defenders of justice. We merely keepers of the law. We are merely keepers of the law. Ads? Oh man. Tell me if you're done with the ad, Alvin. And if you missed anything, let me know. Oh no. Sentencing a man to death is no light matter. Even if there wasn't any cover-up or evidence forgery, ultimately the responsibility falls on the prosecutor in charge. Despite what anyone may say, this fact cannot be denied. This game has a way with their character names? Yeah. Indeed. Damon Gant is one of them, yeah. I'm not skipping, this is just moving ahead. Yeah, it's one of them, yeah. The gavel pounding fell on deaf ears. Unable to settle the crowd, the judge declares a recess. Where this trial is headed, no one knows. To be continued. Play the JoJo music. Oh man. This is crazy. This is truly crazy. February 25. 12:06. District Court. Defendant Lobby number 2. I forgot I was 1 minute behind the live stream. Oh, I see. I hope you didn't miss anything. Sorry, Edgeworth. I didn't mean to get you in trouble. Don't worry about it. This is my problem, not yours. Hope I'm not interrupting anything, pals. Oh, yes I am. I'll come back later. Wait, Detective Gumshoe, what is it? Richard, yeah. So Richard got fired by Damon. You've got a lot of nerve, pal. Making a detective run all around while on duty. And to top it off, you call me here. I've seen happier people at funerals. Yeah. I take it Lana's having you run errands again. Let me tell you, this is the last time, pal. Here, she asked me to give this to you if there was a break in today's trial. This seems familiar? Yeah. Evidence law. Edgeworth was talking about this the other day. You must know the 2 rules of evidence law. Rule number 1. No evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department. Is that right, Mr. Wright? It seems so. You could at least study some evidence law, really. The chief prosecutor also wanted me to give you a message. A message? She said, if you are planning to take him on, you're going to need this book. Him. I guess I'll need to give this book a thorough read. Evidence law securely slipped into pocket. Doesn't look like that book will do you any good now, though. All that's left now is the chief prosecutor's sentence. That's where you are wrong, detective. Huh? Haven't you figured it out yet? Why I'm still sitting in that prosecutor's seat, despite all of these allegations being thrown at me? Mr. Edgeworth, the real trial today hasn't begun yet. What else is there left to do? Your credibility been all but ruined with this forged evidence you were unaware of. Emma Skye found out she unwittingly caused a man's death. And now you are telling me you want to do more? You gotta be kidding me, pal. You are missing the point, detective. Lana didn't murder Detective Goodman. She merely stuck a knife into his dead body. That means the real killer is still out there. What? And we are going to expose him, no matter what it takes. This case has hurt too many people. It's time to bring it to an end. Oh my god. February 25, 12:52. District Court, courtroom number 9. Okay. Here we go, guys. Are you ready? I still think the killer is Meekins. No, man. We already know it's freaking Gant. Court will now reconvene for the trial of Mrs. Lana Skye. Mr. Edgeworth? Yes, Your Honor. The Inquiry Committee is planning to impose harsh penalties for your actions. Thank you for the news, Your Honor. Yes, well, normally this is where the prosecution calls for a witness. We have come far from that point. Yeah. But, cough. This isn't easy to say. You see, there is some concern that you, Mr. Edgeworth, may have, struck a bargain? You think I may have manipulated the witnesses? I didn't say that. It's just, you see, everyone has been talking and... Very well, Your Honor. I have a solution. A solution? That being the case, the prosecution will allow the defense to call forth a witness. The prosecution will allow the defense to call forth all further witnesses. There is no precedent for what you are proposing. Undeniably, this is an unusual agreement, but a very effective one. It would prove I haven't struck any deals with the witnesses. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you say? Unbelievable. Edgeworth has found a way to continue this trial. Very well, the defense accepts the prosecution's proposal. Then it's settled. The defense may now call forth the next witness. Mr. Wright, you do realize this is your last chance. If you call the wrong witness, this trial is as good as over. The defense calls. Time for the real murderer to come. Freaking Damon Gant to the stand. Damon Gant? What does he have to do with anything? As the defendant's partner 2 years ago, Mr. Gant has first-hand knowledge of the crime. I feel we should hear what he has to say about it. As luck would have it, he should still be in the courthouse. He would also be the least likely to have been manipulated by me in any way. Wouldn't you agree, Your Honor? True. All right, bailiff, please escort Mr. Gunn to the stand. Oh man, this is so freaking tense. Witness, please state your name and occupation. What is this, some kind of practical joke? I was just on my way to lunch. Your name and occupation, sir. Worthy, are you sure you want to do this? Your name and occupation. So you want to play hardball, huh? Wait until you see 2 to 4 in the future. Yeah, the stakes are crazy high. Yeah, this is gonna be crazy, man. Please, Mr. Gant. Fine. My name is Damon Gant. I'm the acting chief of police. I need some water, guys. Oh man. Now then, Chief Gant. The court requests to hear your testimony. Oh, righto, what's with the grim face? Sexy clap noises? I mean... First, let's clear up this SL9 incident. Oh, you mean that time when Lana's sister murdered that prosecutor? This bastard, I hate him again. I hated him at the beginning, then he was nice and I stopped hating him, and now I hate him so much more than I even did at the beginning. Personally, I think it's made pretty clear. There is still some things unaccounted for. What do you hate him? Who do you hate more? Him or Von Karma? Oh man, that's a hard one. Von Karma is a bastard, but this dude is a demon. Remember when I said in the beginning that I hate him. Yeah, and I hated him too. Oh, like what? Like the role you played in all of this. Son, either you're very brave or very foolish. Hate award? Yeah. I think I hate Karma more. This dude has some charisma to him that even though I hate him a lot, he's a freaking fun character. Oh man, that dude is probably the worst of all. That dude was so annoying with his weird words. You are aware, of course, that a police chief has all kinds of weapons at his disposal. Oh. Sherlock went 2 steps back to jump on hating him? Yeah. Weapons? Sure. Take my testimony, for example. I don't have to give it if I don't want to. What? Is that true? I'm afraid so. The chief of police has the right to refuse to testify. Of course, such an action carries with it certain risks. Ooh. Don't worry, I'm not here to hinder your trial. Just remember, if this turns out to be a big waste of time, don't say I didn't warn you. Gant is worse? I don't know. He's more evil. Okay. If we have to put the scale of evil, Gant is the most evil bastard we have encountered. Then is Von Karma, and then the pink hair guy. But if we are talking about annoying, the pink hair, then Karma, then Gant. Very well, the witness may now begin his testimony. SL9 incident. As I recall, wait, let me save because we can. Oh man. As I recall, Neil and I were questioning him that day. To make a long story short, we slipped up. That power outage didn't help us either. I went to my office and I found Lana there. Remember when you hated Gumshoe too? Yeah, but Gumshoe was quickly moved from hated to neutral to good, because he started very annoying, guys. Gumshoe started very annoying. Apparently she had already arranged the crime scene. As you can see, I had nothing to do with the forgery. I don't believe you. I don't believe you. Is that when Dark was arrested? He was lying on the floor unconscious. When Emma sent Neil flying, it seems Dirk bumped his head. Oh my god. Everything seems to be pretty clear cut. If the police chief has the right to refuse to testify, then I'd better hit him hard and fast. Okay. And this is where we press. So you're saying that the forgery had already taken place by the time you arrived at your office. That's exactly what I'm saying. I can understand how Lana must have felt, but moving a body and hiding evidence are inexcusable no matter what the circumstances. Is that how it really went down? Starting at the witness Staring at the witness won't do any good, Mr. Wright. If you are going to stare at anything, you'd better off start... Okay. But... I know... Oh, sorry, I skipped that, but it's just the reasoning, like, what can I present? I have it, I have it. I have it. I actually have it. Since we already used the jar a lot, I'm guessing this. He had the second half in his safe, so it has to be this. You claim you had nothing to do with the forgery. I'm afraid that it's a claim you cannot back up. Explain yourself. Several pieces of evidence were found in your office. Take this list, for example. That's the list Emma Sky drew her picture on. This was discovered in your desk. Not only that, but a piece of this jar was sitting in your office. Was found inside your safe. It was found where? You see, Chief Gant, these articles of evidence uncovered in your office are both concrete proof that you also played a part in the illegal investigation. Oh, Chief Gant, what's the meaning of this? Oh. Here's a defense attorney who may even rival Worthy. So you admit to it then, that you were involved in the forgery? Who? Me? Or do you mean you? Me? Why would I have anything to do with that? Well, you were the one who snuck into my office when you found this evidence. Prosecutors aren't the only ones capable of forging evidence, you know. Defense attorney can do so too. Is that right, Wright? Isn't that right, Wright? However, Detective Gumshoe was present during the investigation. Worthy, my boy. Not even detectives are exempt from the law. Rest assured, Richard will receive his due punishment. What? If Detective Gumshoe salaries drop any further, he will end up paying to work. Oh man. Yes, well, in the light of the detective's presence, please give us your testimony regarding these pieces of evidence found in your office and their relation to the forgery that took place at the crime scene. Ah, my. Kids these days are no longer know how to put two and two together. Evidence forgery. Okay. Guys, this is going to be very crucial. Okay, okay, I have my notepad here. Let's see what was it now. A jar fragment analyst. For all I know, you could have planted them in my office. Anyway, you can't prove when those pieces of evidence were discovered. If they were found at dark, after Dark was convicted, then they are worthless. This guy is too sneaky. He hit us with Una Reverse. Yeah. There is no reason I participate in a forgery. Rearranging the crime scene wouldn't help me out in any way. That's a lie. That's a freaking lie. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. When investigating the crime scene, you should have been more careful to observe the protocol. Oh no. Do you understand that I am the chief of police, right? There will be consequences. Indeed, I believe I will press charges, so you won't make the same mistake again. My apologies, Chief, but would you mind waiting for until tomorrow for that? Today is, well, you know. Alright, Edgy, in return though, I know, that place, right? What are these guys, telepathic? Ah, man. Evidence and forgery. Okay, guys, here we go. For all I know, you could have planted them in my office. I don't have to press on this one. I feel like if I press on this one, it will backfire. Anyway, you can't prove when those pieces of evidence were discovered. Yeah, I was thinking the same. It won't? Okay. But don't tell me unless I get stuck, because I think I have a hunch here. If they were found after Dark was convicted, they are worthless. There is no real reason I participate in forgery. Rearranging the crime wouldn't help me out in any way. So this is a lie, because we know they really wanted to get the conviction on Dark. So rearranging the crime could actually help you get that conviction you were looking for. So I think this is where I press, because he's denying that he had a motive, which is absolutely fake. He had a motive. Really, Chief Gant? At the very least, there is one very large benefit you've reaped from all this. Oh, I wasn't aware. What is this benefit? That could of course be the position you have, Chief of Police. Oh? The resolution of SL9 incident secured your promotion to Chief. That in itself is sufficient motive. Ha ha ha. Oh, that's a good one. Huh? Do you really think I'm that incompetent? What do you mean? Even without that case, I was already in the line to become the next chief. The resolution of SL9 merely sped it up. The inevitable merely sped up the inevitable a little. Is that true, Edgeworth? Yes. He was going to be made chief anyways. Be careful when pointing that finger. You might wind up being pointed. You might wind up being pointed one, being the pointed one at. So that means there is only one possible motivation for you to commit forgery. If you didn't do it yourself, then you did it for someone else. Don't be silly, Worthy, you know me better than that. There is only 3 people I look out for. Me, myself, and I. There, it's out in the open now. Uji, would you mind if I change my testimony a little? By all means, please do. Oh man. I wouldn't be anyone's accomplice if there was nothing in it for me. Okay. Nothing in it for you? Sorry, but the only person I truly care about is yours truly. That girl, Lana's little sister, was it? If you think I felt sorry for her, you better think again. You're right, you don't feel sorry for anyone. Be thought on crime and thought on people, that's how I was raised. You seem to be lax enough on yourself, though. Ho ho ho, that's a good one, Worthy. Could there have been something in it for him? Given his selfishness, could have he helped someone out? Point out an accomplice is obviously true. You might not help anyone for their sake, but if you would benefit, you might decide to assist someone. Reading is hard. Mr. Wright, it appears you're positively determined to portray the chief as a nice man who likes to lend people a hand. That's not what I mean. Very well then. I don't think you guys wanna miss this, so if you have an ad, let me know. Let me know. You guys don't wanna miss this. Okay, it should be far enough now. Okay, here we go. Very well then. Who is this person you believe Chief Gant may have helped? It's obviously Lana. It's obviously Lana because he needed her as chief prosecutor to control the prosecutor's office. Chief Prosecutor Lana Skye? The defendant? I believe it's quite obvious in the light of the circumstances. Emma Skye fell victim to an unfortunate series of events. Who would want to help her more than her own sister Lana? And as for Chief Gant, he would also have a reason to help Lana if she asked him to. That reason, of course, is self-profit. Self-profit? What do you mean? After SL9 incident was resolved, Lana Skye was appointed chief prosecutor at the prosecutor's office. The person who arranged this job change was you, Chief Gant. But how would he profit from all of this? He would be able to use chief prosecutor as his puppet. Essentially, he would acquire unchecked authority over all investigations. Do you mean to tell me that despite Chief Gant's formidable appearance, he plays with puppets? Ah, this judge. This freaking judge. Oh wait. Oh wait, yeah, finally. Admitted, Chief. You assisted Lana in forging evidence. Your motive to appoint her as chief prosecutor so you could control her. Right, so my boy, you have quite an imagination. Let me ask you something. What? Do you have any proof of this, that I controlled Lana? For example, is Lana testifying that I've done such a thing? Lana. She's keeping quiet to protect Emma. There is no way she'd testify against Gant. I'm afraid without any proof, this all amounts to nothing more than mere conjecture. Unless this is also what happened in this incident. This incident? Which one would that be? Of course I'm talking about the murder of Detective Goodman. The chief prosecutor has been acting strange throughout this entire trial, almost as if someone has been controlling her. Worthy, You better watch your tongue. I wouldn't want you to get hurt. What do you mean? He means, Your Honor, that Chief Gant is involved in the murder of Detective Goodman. Not only that, but Chief is now making Lana take the rap to cover his involvement. What? Your Honor, he's threatening the prosecutor. But, okay, so here is it, Martin. You see, Your Honor, he likes hot dogs. And they say that Damon Gant serves a pretty good hot dog, apparently. And it's the judge's favorite hot dog. So he's not gonna... He's a little bit biased, you could say that. Mr. Wright, you can't be serious. Hell no! Gant's famous barbecue. Yeah, exactly. This is an affront to the highest rank officer in our law enforcement agency. To accuse the chief of police of blackmail and murder. Lol, bro, yeah. That is impossible. Hey, I said hot dogs. You guys have your gut in the gutter. Whatever you are thinking of, I just said hot dogs. Your Honor, I was merely reiterating what Edgeworth said in easier language to understand. It's too late, Mr. Wright. There is no turning back for us now. It looks like he's the one who's decided to go through with this. Can you prove this, Mr. Wright? I think I can. Oh, I think I can. That the chief, a high-rank officer of the law, is involved in this murder. Good question. Regardless of his rank or title, Chief Gant is just a man. The question is he a criminal? I believe the evidence will tell. I see. Alright then. Okay, guys. Oh, I almost screwed up. Sherlock, what do you think is gonna get revealed in the live stream tomorrow? Oh, okay. Before... Good question, Yashiro. Actually, great question. I was supposed to do some speculation about it. So let's take a few minutes to do that before I present the evidence. I believe in the PC port they said summer, and they may announce the JP PC port with DMM probably. I'm thinking it's gonna be DMM instead of Steam, but that may happen. The thing is that last time the voice actor for Sensei was supposed to participate. This PC summer better come now or it's over. Yeah, it's gonna happen. But Sensei, the voice actor for Sensei, was supposed to participate in the last stream, but he was sick and he couldn't. So I think there will be news related to the anime. And when it comes to in-game, I'm very torn about it. On one hand, I've seen a lot of people talking about the Fox Squad. I don't think that's going to be it, but I would like to believe it's going to be the Fox Squad. What I feel is more likely to happen is that we are going to get, news about the anime. What I think it's more likely to happen is that we are going back to Hakyako in one way or another. Or maybe they are going to... Sherlock, are you smoking with Chise? The voice actor of Sensei is going to be there, so there will be news for the anime. To be honest, I'm already losing a lot of stuff, so it doesn't matter. Oh. Chise doesn't smoke? Yeah, she sniffs. Uh-oh. that was supposed to be a secret. But I want to believe in the Fox Squad, but I'm more inclined to think it's going to be related to Hakyako or related to Himari, Ryo, and all that Deka story. I'm very torn. I really hope it's the Foxes, because we haven't had any stories for SRT either. So it's kind of time to go back to SRT, but it's also time to go back to Hakyako. Sei is out of NPC jail, why not the Foxes? Hyaka, Ryonan, alts please? Yes, please. Okay, let's continue with the case. Alright then, let's see what Mr. Wright got, and it better be good. Show us the evidence that ties Gant to... It has to be this, guys. It has to be this. It was... We know it's this. I hope it's a story. I hope we go back to Hakyako. I really want to see that story. Either Hakyako story or SRT story. I really want to see those. I really want to see those. I'm a little bit exhausted of Millennium, but if they keep going in the same way they did with Abydos, we are gonna get a lot of Millennium, a lot of Deka story. This is the ID card list. Ah, I forgot her name, so yeah, Sherlock is drinking with Shigure. Yeah, kinda. Yes. That... The one that shows who entered the evidence room on the day of the crime. There was one ID on the list. We couldn't determine the owner yesterday. 77777. Sorry, but there's no way you can prove that's my card number. It is your number. What? How do you know that? The safe in Chief Gunn's office requires a code to open it. We want Kirara's friend in game. Man, if we can get Erika, that would be so cool. We need Erika in the game. It's been long enough. A 7-digit code. 7 digits, don't you mean? I'm afraid so, Your Honor. The code was 77777. The same as the remaining ID card number on that list. Chief Gant, you entered the evidence room on the day of the crime. Look at his furious face. We got this bastard on the ropes. Order, order. Chief Gant, what do you have to say? Nothing. Nothing. The defense search of my office was in violation of regulations. And I will demand Mr. Wright to be punished to the maximum extent of the law. But right now, this court demands an explanation from you about the use of this ID card. Chief Gant, so you admit it. You entered the evidence room on the day of the crime. What about it? I am the chief of police, whether it is the evidence room or the bathroom. What's the difference? I can go anywhere I want. Tell me, when you entered the room, were you alone? I always go to the bathroom alone, as I do with the evidence room. Edgeworth will see you other time. We will see you other time, yeah. Detective Goodman wouldn't have happened to be with you that day, wouldn't he? Of course not. Why would he be? I hadn't seen him in days. You hadn't seen him in days, Chief Gant? I'm afraid you just undone yourself. That day, you had met with Detective Goodman. Gant is cracking, yes. Hello, Bodoka. How you doing? How you doing? What do you mean? This trial's purpose is to determine Lana's Sky guilty. No, it is not, Your Honor. The trial purpose is to determine the truth. If Chief Gant met the victim on the day of the crime, then we need to determine one thing. What transpired during that meeting? In that case, Mr. Wright, I'm going to have to ask you for evidence. Show us proof that the victim went to meet Chief Gant on the day of the crime. This is it. This is it. It's obviously this. Without his own card, he couldn't have entered the evidence room. So he went to meet Gant to go into the evidence room to take the evidence for transferal. He's a lightning demon? Fury of Set? Yeah. It has to be this. Easy. Detective Goodman lost his ID card on the day of the crime. Or to be more accurate, Jake Marshall stole it. I think Goodman had the evidence to Chief's deeds. Yes, me too. So Detective Goodman filled out a lost item report. He would have had to give that report to the Chief of Police. Yet you're in possession of the report, which means you can't be sure if he filled it. He filled it. How do I know, you ask? Because he needed to enter the evidence room that day. He needed to? Yes, to transfer the evidence out. As I thought. Man, I'm good. Oh! Detective Goodman took the... Detective Goodman took... What? Detective Goodman took the from view? Oh! It's... Okay. This must be an issue with the text box. It should say took the card from you. Took the report to you. Took the report from you? Chief, I don't know. That phrase is just weird. Then, you accompanied the detective to the evidence room. I accompanied him? There is no other way the murderer and the Detective Goodman could have entered the room. From, like, the thing you need to fill? Oh, the form! That's my dyslexia, guys. Well, that's my dyslexia showing. Took the form from you. Okay. Thank you, guys. It's... I just couldn't see the word form. I was reading from all the time. Hold on. Let me guess what you're going to say next. I, the chief of police, murdered poor Goodman. Yes, exactly. But wait. The chief didn't necessarily need to accompany him to the evidence room. He could have just lent him his ID card. Yes. Now that you mention it, I believe I might... If it is fine, Sherlock, keep going. Thank you, thank you. Sorry, but that's not possible. And according to the record, your card was only used once. Yet you showed us your ID card Yet you showed us your ID card earlier. If you had really lent it to Detective Goodman... Yeah, freaking judge. Looking for an alibi for the criminal. It would have been found on his body. Ooh. Damon turning into a demon for real. That was a cool animation. That was a really cool animation, not gonna lie. Chief Gant, you didn't. The murder was most likely a spur of the moment crime, for no one in their right mind would choose the police department as a place to commit murder. Gant has some of the best breakdowns in this series, yeah. After the murder, you contacted Lana at the prosecutor's office. Why? To dispose of the Detective Goodman's body, of course. You're forgetting Mr. Wright. The detective that the victim's body was discovered in the prosecutor's office parking lot. How did he manage to move it there? I was at the police department the entire day, you know. And everyone's aware that Lana stayed at the prosecutor's office after the ceremony. Everyone except me, it seems. Still, you are the chief of police. You have an entire police force at your disposal. Oh, so you think I order an officer to do it? Hey, you take this here dead body over to the prosecutor's office. I don't think so. Chief Gant, you left all the evidence we need to prove how you moved the body to the prosecutor's office. And all this time I thought it was a useless clue, taking up space. How could the chief have moved the body? Mr. Wright, show us in this evidence. To move the victim's body, Chief Gant used the car. Isn't it the car? Because he... No, wait. This is... Wait. He used the car, but to open the car, he used this? Oh, this one. It has to be this one. No, it has to be this one. Because he said, I thought it was useless. And I remember very clearly that Wright said that this screwdriver is useless because it's not even from this case. I think it's this. It has to be this. It's the only thing. This is how you move Detective Goodman's body. What's that, a screwdriver? But what does this have to do with this case? Mr. Edgeworth, think back on the day of the crime. What is this screwdriver doing here? It's here because... I was asked by Chief Gant, no less. He told me he wanted me to keep it in here, in the prosecutor's office. In any case, on the day of the stabbing, I brought this back here. After the ceremony ended that day, I didn't plan to return to the prosecutor's office, but you did because Chief Gant asked you to. You mean I... The body was found in the trunk of Mr. Edgeworth's car. I think it's obvious what happened. The body was moved by that car. Detective Goodman's body was carried in the trunk of Mr. Edgeworth's car. Yes, unless of course you have another explanation, Chief. Why else would you have asked Mr. Edgeworth to transport evidence from a closed case? There is only one plausible explanation. To transport the body to your accomplice, Mrs. Lana Skye. Order, order. What's going on here? Is there no room for rebuttal to the defense's outrageous accusations? Think back to the photograph Mrs. Starr took at the prosecutor's office. This was not a photo of the body being stuffed in the trunk to be taken away. It's exactly the opposite. It's a photo of the body being taken from the truck. This judge, yeah. Chief Gant, please say something. I believe. Your time's up. My time's up? Sorry, Rachel, but I'm having lunch with the District Attorney General after this. We have to get going if we are going to make it in time for the early bird special. But the cross-examination isn't finished yet. Remember what I told you earlier? A police chief has all kinds of weapons at his disposal. Weapons? Like the right to refuse to testify. I'm invoking that right now. What? That is not a right to be casually invoked. There is a certain risk to be considered. So you're going to just run away after all this? Run away? Don't make me laugh, Worthy. I stabbed all good man, that's what you're saying, right? But if you had any conclusive evidence, you would have presented it by now. Well, you think I had Lana dispose of the body? So if then, show your proof and get it over with. I'll say it again, Mr. Rand. Damon Gant is the current chief of police. This court will not tolerate any accusations against him without concrete proof. Well, Mr. Wright, Your Honor, do you have any concrete proof? Proof that Chief Gant murdered Detective Goodman and made Mrs. Sky dispose of his body? We don't have it. The only thing we have is Lana telling us. We don't have it. I don't think we can say present evidence because there is none. So we're gonna pray. It's not used showing evidence I'm not sure about myself. No, Your Honor. At present, I have no conclusive evidence. I saved. I'm gonna risk it. I saved, but I don't think we have anything. Mark his words. CRG. In that case, this court is forced to penalize you for your allegations against the chief. What? Here's a tip, never gamble what you can't afford to lose, right? So it seems that Lady Luck was on my side again today. Ha! Okay, UD, I leave the rest to you. I warned you earlier, Mr. Wright. This is an affront to a senior officer in our nation's law enforcement agency. Objection. Thanks God. Maybe we should have a word with her. Mr. Edgeworth, what do you mean? There is one lady who knows the real truth behind this trial. We haven't yet had the honor of hearing her testimony. In the absence of conclusive evidence, the only other method to prove is testimony. But Chief Gant has already invoked his right to refuse to testify. There is still someone else, one more witness, who can answer all the questions raised in this trial, someone right in this very room. Mr. Wright, who is this person? Why are you asking me, Your Honor? Have you forgotten? The defense is the one calling witnesses today. It's Lana. Please, Lana, please. She may not be willing to tell the truth, but we can't just stop now. Yes, Your Honor, the defense called for Lana. Please. Please. The defendant, Mrs. Lana Sky. She was in the underground parking lot at 5:15 p.m. on February 21st. I'm hoping she will talk. Her task to dispose of the body in accordance to certain someone orders. Mr. Edgeworth, the prosecution has no objections, Your Honor. Well, the court will now take its final recess for the day. Oh my god, in 15 minutes we will reconvene to hear the defendant's testimony. This court is now adjourned. Hold on. Huh? Chief Gant? I thought you were going to eat. This bastard! Listened? Good, Lana. He's talking to Lana? I don't think you need me to tell you this, but if you accept Mr. Wright's claims, there will be terrible consequences. Let me know if anyone has an ad right now, because we are in the best part. I don't want you guys to miss it. Anyone? No? Okay. So, Damon Gant, the chief of police, is blackmailing Lana right in front of the judge. And this is not a tell? Right in front of the judge. He's blackmailing Lana. Dude, come on. That's right. Your sister will be found guilty for Neil Marshall's murder. Ah, this isn't good. Of course, you'd never support such outrageous claims anyway, right? Just something to think about. Alright then. I've got a lunch date to meet. Okay, if there aren't any further objections, this court is now in recess. Oh my god. Defendant, February 25, 2:04 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. It looks like we managed to stay in the game. Yeah, thanks to your help, Edgeworth. Ah, crap. I'm sorry, guys. I right-clicked, but there was nothing there. It's fine. That chief, he's something else. Pals? Detective Gumshoe? I'm not a detective anymore. Oh, sorry about that. Don't worry, I've already decided where to work now. At your office. My office? Sure. I'll take the place of that top-notch girl you used to work with. What? Hate it more than Sherlock hates Kaede? Yeah. I don't hate Kaede though, I'm just indifferent. Could he mean Maya? Still, looks like we are all out of moves now. Chief Gant's done it again. How is it he always gets the upper hand? Gumshoe stop not? Yeah. Kaede hate is insane? Come on. It's not fair. He has the right to refuse to testify. Settle down, Wright. Wait, did I miss some lore? Okay, Bodoka. So, yeah, you missed something. That seriously hate more than Sherlock hates Kaede? Okay, so we did a sorter, you see, and characters compete against each other, and then you get a ranking, which is a way to rank your characters, your favorites from first to last, and Kaede ended up last place. And some people said, why? Yeah, exactly. But I don't hate Kaede. It's just I'm indifferent to Kaede. To be fair, Kaede could have tied with like 11 characters or so. I think she tied with many of them. I don't know. Did you like Makoto more than Kaede? Yes, of course. I think Makoto is a great character. Could this smile Sherlock we know the truth? What? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, what do you mean? What do you mean? Come on. Well, I guess Makoto is a great character to hate. I mean, it's a way to see it. Every game needs a villain. Yeah, true. Remember what the judge said. But Chief, that is not a right to be casually invoked. There are certain risks to be considered. Risks? What did he mean by that? Gehenna hate is insane? I don't know, many of the characters I like a lot are from Gehenna. Haruna is one of my favorites. Who else? Chiaki I like a lot too. Who else? Let's move with the game, guys. Otherwise, we are never going to finish this game. It's simple. If the chief refuses to testify, the opposite also holds true. You mean he forfeits his right to say anything too? Emma, are you okay? People that hate Haruna are instant red flag for me. True, Makoto is super duper great from Ibuki's perspective, yeah. I agree, Gehenna is great, especially Gourmet Research Society. Yeah, the Gourmet Research Society is so funny. Down, avoid the question, you hate Kaede, don't you? Come on, I don't hate her. I'm indifferent. Yeah, when I came to, I was in the medical's office. I've been listening to the trial from the gallery. So, she heard everything that's been going on. Emma, I'm sorry for what I said before. No, don't be. It was the truth. You know, it's funny. I almost felt somehow relieved. Relieved? Yeah, now I finally know what really happened. To think all this time, my sister was being blackmailed by that terrible man. Just read her Bond stories. Not liking is not equal to hate, right? Yeah, it's not the same. So, wait a second, ambulance. Okay, guys. So, since we are talking about liking, hating, and indifference, and disliking, here is a little consumer theory lesson. Companies know how our minds only work on 3 tracks, okay? You either dislike, you are indifferent, or you like something, okay? Indifferent doesn't mean that you dislike or like something. I'm indifferent to Kaede. So, for example, if you are selling fried potatoes, pasta, and broccoli, I dislike broccoli, so I will never pick the broccoli. I'm indifferent to the pasta, so if the options given are broccoli or pasta, I will always pick the pasta. And I really like fries, so if given the option, I will always take fries above the other 2. With Kaede, it's the same. I'm indifferent to Kaede, so whenever I see a character that I like more than Kaede, I will just pick the other character. That's why, even though I don't hate Kaede, my preferences put her in last, because I'm just indifferent to her. You see? It's just consumer preferences. My preference is not for Kaede. That's why I never pick Kaede. That's all there is to it. I did actually read Makoto Bond stories. The problem I have with them is that they kinda try to make Makoto too likable / competent there. I think she doesn't look too competent in there, but she's likable. She's a good person. She's just a character. And none of that shows up in the event or main story. Yeah, that's true. It's a little bit of a duality. She logs in whenever she needs to, like in the end of Abydos. Yeah. We are just teasing on Kaede, same as loving Ako #1. Yeah, I know, guys. I know you're just teasing, but I always take the chance to I always like to take the chance to explain something interesting. So I saw the opportunity there. I know you're just teasing, guys. Don't worry. My sister was being blackmailed by that terrible man, and she did all just to protect me. Makoto is a decent leader when Hina isn't present. Then all rationality leaves. Yeah, but Ako is his #1 and it's no joke. Come on, it was an accident. Ever since her appointment as chief prosecutor, everyone who knew her said she changed. Perhaps it was easier that way for her. Give me a second, I need some water. Makoto also forged alliances with the Red Winter and Hyakuyaku. Greatest political mind in Kibotos? Kinda, yeah. Ako #1. Is fact true and real? Come on. What do you think? What do you think I mean? To follow Chief Gan's orders? Forge alliances? I wonder if we will get dressed Iori or dressed Chinatsu. I bet Chinatsu will look fabulous. Oh man. If Chinatsu gets a dress alt, I'm ready for it to be quite something. After her onsen alt, Chinatsu is going to probably get something real good. When is anyone going to talk about Rio watching? I mean, she's adorable. She must have shot herself up deep inside to force herself to do anything and everything the chief told her to do. That must be why she became so cold. It's all my fault. It's all because I murdered Mr. Marshall. She's shy? Yeah. Don't go blaming yourself now. If you want to blame anyone, blame society, pal. Chief Gant may be able to fool everyone else with his forgery, but he can't fool my memory. I remember now, I knocked Marshall into that armor. Sherlock, what do you think about the new Saki Bond item in PvP? Wait a second. Let me check it out. Let's see, Saki Bond item. Every 35 seconds, deal damage to 3 enemies with the lowest HP, applies burn, dealing damage every 4 seconds for 20 seconds. If those enemies are not bosses, inflicts stun. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. The issue is that Harry X remains pretty small. However, I see a freak ton of potential. Yeah, it has CC. It has a small CC. You know, I see a lot of potential now for heavy Chokma. It could be really good in heavy Chokma. I see. Well, we'd better get back. It's time for the final acts. Oh man. So this is going to be the end. I hope I can clean insane in Hero. Oh man, you'll do it, don't worry. I don't see people using Saki instead of Hoshin in PvP. Yeah, me neither. But he means... No, I think you're mistaken, Black Lockhart. Sake is special. We're not talking about summer sake. Emma, why don't you wait? No, I'm going with you. I want to be there. When Lana tells the truth. Let's go, Wright. It's time to end this. Oh my god. Okay, guys, last part. We have 15 minutes, so we have to lock in. February 25, 2:21 p.m. District Court, courtroom number 9. You need to finish this tomorrow. Depending on how much more we have left, I may extend the stream and just finish today. Now then, will the defendant, Miss Lana Skye, please take the stand? Full stream, probably. Oh man. Should we? Okay, in the last 5 minutes we will sort this out. Don't worry. I have. Let's. Not today. Still a lot to go. Okay. In the last 5 minutes, then we will organize how to proceed. I'm sure you're aware of what you're required of. But Mr. Edgeworth, you already know everything. You know all I've done these past 2 years. Please provide this court your testimony, Mrs. Skye. And remember, you are under oath. We want to hear the truth. Here we go. Of course, the truth. Lana, no matter what happens, I will always be your sister. Now then, your testimony, if you will. First, tell us your current relationship with Chief Gant. Everything hinges on your testimony. You're the only chance we have to get Gant. I want this to reach its conclusion. We've been going for too long, yeah. I worked alongside Gant for years. There is no truth to this blackmail theory. I fabricated the evidence 2 years ago, all by myself. I found the prosecutor marshal's body and I arranged the crime scene. My only motivation was to get Dark convicted. It had nothing to do with Emma. Oh my god. Are you sure about this testimony? Your Honor, I'm confessing to a capital offense, of course I'm sure. From what I've seen, oath doesn't really matter, yeah. But Lana, if this is true, then that means Chief Gant has nothing to do with this. That's what I've been telling you from the beginning. Please, Mr. Wright, you got to help her. She's sacrificing herself because of me. But what if she's telling the truth? She's not. I know my own sister. Whenever she speaks stiffly like that, she's hiding something inside. Let me check something here. Rule number 1. Okay, rule number 2. That's all? That's all? What a useless piece of crap. Deep down, she's really screaming in agony. Yeah, this is no time to start second-guessing myself. The defense may now begin its cross-examination. Yeah, yes, that's all you need to win. They have a book for that? Yeah. I work alongside Gant for years. There is no truth to this blackmail theory. I fabricated the evidence all by myself 2 years ago. When I found the prosecutor body, I arranged the crime scene. You said you did it all by yourself. Yes? Why would you mind us telling us what you found when you arrived at the crime scene? It seems I was the first person to discover the scene. The broken prosecutor award knife was stuck in the victim's body. What? But Prosecutor Marshall died from an unfortunate accident. That's only a situation you dreamed was possible. The reality is, it wasn't my sister who took the prosecutor's life. Fantasize all you want, Mr. Wright, but I'll never change this statement. You mean the Prosecutor Marshall gunned up being killed? You mean Prosecutor Marshall wound up being killed by Dark? The stream ends or phone dies. Put it to charge. No, it's going to end soon. I'm at 6% battery, race against time. Word item for Lana to give last minute. Just evidence law? Yeah. If that's so, what happened to the murder weapon? Dark was carrying a switchblade. Oh, that was lying on the floor, a little distance away. My phone charges at a certain angle. It's all now. Oh man. It was probably knocked away in the struggle. Oh, that's how it went down. She's trying to cover up her lies with more lies. All just to protect me. When you found the crime scene like this, what did you do? After all, this is what everything boils down to. Yes. Okay. So before Mika's phone dies, guys, question. Should we just do this tomorrow and finish it tomorrow, or we play Code Vein and finish next week? What do you want? Do we do Code Vein tomorrow, or we do Code Vein tomorrow? I mean, you know what I mean. Do we finish or Code Vein? I'm inclined to finish. Finish this case tomorrow, finish tomorrow. Tomorrow I wager there's about an hour left. You could do half and half, finish tomorrow. Yeah, okay, let's finish tomorrow then. Finish tomorrow, perfect. Okay, perfect. So we are finishing the case tomorrow. Let's keep going for a few more minutes and then we will end the stream and continue tomorrow. I broke the tip of Dark's knife. I planted it inside the wound, then moved the body. That looks fishy. She planted the tip and then moved. What? Why would you do that? Pick almost there. You got a lock in to finish, so stream doesn't rush long tomorrow. Yeah. Pick almost there. We won by a landslide. Yeah. You of all people should know Edgeworth. Yes. Democracy is very effective in small numbers. There is math that proves that the efficacy of democracy goes down as the population increases, actually. You always had a good head on your shoulders. My head isn't that bad, but maybe I ought to ask for the sake of others. Why did you move the body? When you showed up on the last scene, where exactly was the victim's body? It was where you deducted, by Chief Gant's desk. But the body was found by your desk. Why did you move it there? The reason for that is simple. Let's have the witness explain this in more detail. Yeah, tomorrow no one chats and he finished in 3 seconds. Among Us. I would like to hear on that case. I know from my knowledge democracy is a broken system. Talking about Among Us, you should try playing Death Note, The Killer Within, if you like the series. I never liked Death Note too much. I tried watching it, I was not... I didn't stick to it. Okay, guys, I think this is the perfect cliffhanger to end the stream for today. Because we have only 5 minutes. We only have 5 minutes left. So, tomorrow we finished the case. Do not do what Blacklock had said. You guys can chat. We will finish the case anyways. It's gonna be fine. Also, if you don't chat, it's bad for the stream. So chat away, guys. Interact. Leave a like. All that good stuff, because all of that is good for the channel and the stream. So, guys, thanks everyone for watching. I hope you had as much fun as I did. I wish you a good rest of your day and night, and I will see you guys at the same time tomorrow. Bye bye.